Oh, Ani, hello there. I was just checking out this great view. Come have a look with me. It's beautiful, isn't it? Right now, I'm standing by the Credit River, which starts way up on this massive escarpment and flows south out to the northern shores of Lake Ontario. Thanks to my time travel log, which is right here, I have traveled back in time to the year 1701, the time of the Great Peace of Montreal, and my people, the Mississaugas, are spread across all of our lands in southern Ontario. I'm spending the summer in the Caledon Hills, where myself and a few other families are going to gather berries, mushrooms, and roots. Later this summer, we will head down the mouth of the Credit River, where we will catch a ton of fish. Every summer, my brothers and I have a competition to see who will catch the most fish. And this year, I am going to crush it. You just watch. I'm Paige, by the way. It's great to see you. I will be your helper today on your journey along the Credit River watershed, which is the principal river for the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, which is where I'm from. Let's go down to the river. I'll meet you there later and I'll tell you more about it. See you there. Oh, Ani, welcome. Right now, we are at the very end of the Credit River, where it flows into Lake Ontario. The territories of my people, the Mississaugas of the Credit, are defined by the rivers that run through them. They also act as the highways that connect our community to the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence River. The entire watershed provides food and homes for many creatures who live amongst it, including ourselves. Here is a map of the treaty lands and territories of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. It shows all of the land that we lived on and took care of. From Lake Ontario to Lake Erie, from the Niagara River to the Rouge River, to the River Thames, and then back southwest to Long Point. Somewhere within this same territory, you are sitting in your school right now. Can you find your school on the map? Oh, Nishin, and now you know where you are. I'm going to go a little forward in the future, and I'll tell you more about what the river means to us. See you real soon. Every spring, we meet by the river for ceremony, to share news, and to find opportunities for trading. What are you selling here?
Lemonade.
Oh, shashed. Fantastic. I would love some lemonade. Do you accept beaver pelts?
Sure I do. It's 1834.
Miigwech, miigwech. Today, our treaty lands and territories share borders with many people from other First Nations. You see, back in the day when we would meet each other, we could tell where we were from by looking at our moccasins, because they are all made and designed a little bit different. And that is why we have several different kinds of moccasins in the Moccasin Identifier project. Each one represents a different nation that lives here in southern Ontario. Of course, southern Ontario is now home to many people from all over the world. But that is why it is important that we take the time to understand who has lived here throughout history and how our close relationship with the river has made us who we are. As we create this stencil, we are tracing the footsteps of our ancestors, and it is important for us to understand the how and the why of what we are doing in our hearts. Aho, ta-da! You see, by marking this space with a moccasin identifier, we are connecting to the history of the Credit River, the indigenous peoples of this land, and our shared responsibility to take care of it for all the living beings who share it. That also includes the living beings who will share it in the future. Now, as you make your stencil, I have a couple of questions for you to think about and talk about with your teacher and classmates. 1. How does this marker preserve the history and identity of your territory's First Nations? 2. What responsibilities do we all have in preserving the indigenous history of this land? Now, Chimagwech for coming on this journey with me today. Gigawabanagash, Okadeganebik. See you later, alligator.